Well, this could be fun because I'm on the Chromebook and I usually don't have any volume on here, so I don't even know if anybody can hear me. And if you can hear me, I'm not going to be able to hardly read what you type. So this is going to be fun. So if you can hear me, can you say hello? Well, nobody's here, so somebody's here. Can you hear me? Aha! Hi, Ben. This is going to be fun because the writing on this Chromebook is so teeny weeny weeny that I'm going to be saying a load of rubbish because I won't be able to see who's on here. Oh. The microphone is not working on the big PC. Can't find out why. My friend said, try to install it, try to find where the microphone wire is. The microphone wire is trapped. So I can't find it. First of all, my printer didn't work, and now the mic's not working. So I'm on my Chromebook, which I had to plug in because the battery was dead. So this is going to be no fun at all for me or anybody today. So I don't know. I've got nobody around here who can help me. Well, I do. I have Sarah who can help me a bit. But I've got nobody who can help me when anything goes wrong. When I was back in Prestwich, I could call upon quite a few people who would just come and say, yeah, this is it, diddly, and sort it. But here I have got one person and I can't expect her to pedal on a bike at this time of night and come and sort it out for me. So I probably will only be on here for a very, very short length of time because I've had to plug the Chromebook in because the battery was flat. Yeah. So, it's just not working. Yeah, just not working. And I hate this Chromebook because you have to use this silly little doodly, yeah, to do anything. So I hope you're all right. So whatever you're telling me and whatever you're saying to me, I've got to go like that to try and see it. So if I ignore you, I do apologise because it's hard for me to read it. Yeah. So it's not been a good 2 weeks for me. I mean, the scooter has still not arrived. They said they are chasing it up. I don't know where they're chasing it to, but it's not arrived. I even got another guy ringing me on Thursday because I think the other guy has done a runner because he doesn't want to talk to me anymore because but this is just getting silly. They promised it me last week. It didn't arrive. No, they promised it me the week before. Didn't arrive. They promised it me last week. It didn't arrive. And yeah, I can just about see people saying hello. I'm not being rude if I don't say hello to you individually, but it's teeny writing. Yeah. And I can't use my big PC because my microphone's not linked up. I hadn't tested it before. I just presumed everything would work. I should have known because I tested my printer the other day and that doesn't work. I'm on Windows 11 now, where I was on Windows 10 before, and I have no idea. As you know, I am completely and utterly no clue when it comes to PCs, no clue at all. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So it will not be a long video tonight. Yeah. Oh God, I can't. I'm trying to type on here when I should be typing on there. Oh Lord. It's just Nathan sent me a message saying, where was I? I'm here, but I'm not here, if you know what I mean. Because you can type to me all you want, but I have to go like that to read it all. So hello to everybody who is on. I cannot name you all by name because I can't see you very well, even though I've got my windows on. I wish I understood computers. I wish I did. My son doesn't, so he's no help. Yeah. Who do you call? Ghostbusters. Yeah. I've tried doing every check thing on here and it just keeps saying they can't find it. They can't find it. Oh, they're just my readers. They're just my cheap pair of readers. Yeah, I keep doing my troubleshooting and it keeps saying can't find your device, can't find your device. So I have no idea. And my son has absolutely no idea. Whoever's coming on, hello to you all, but the writing is so titchy, witchy, witchy, witchy. It's about a millimetre high, the writing, because I'm on a Chromebook. So I am absolutely, absolutely peed off with the whole situation. Peed off with my scooter, peed off with my PC, peed off with everything. And tonight I'm looking after the dogs because they've gone to a concert. So it's one of those days where I wish I was back in Prestwich because I could call upon at least 3 or 4 people who would come and sort my PC out. It's probably just a minor problem. But because I know nothing, I don't know. I don't know anything about anything anymore. I've decided. I have no idea. Well, yeah, I think I can see you saying the PC's got no idea. I have no idea, and I don't know what the drivers are, and I don't know how to install them. So what's going on is my PC, the microphone is not working on it. So I'm on this little Chromebook and the writing is so teeny weeny on this little Chromebook that I have to go like that to actually read it because it's so flipping small. So I don't think I'll be doing a very long live video. So hello to everybody who is on here. I'm not being ignorant. If I didn't see you come on, I can't say hello to you individually. So it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, and I've just got another message on my big PC, which is like no help. Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Pull the comments up on my phone. That's no better. My phone's titchy, witchy writing too, Jill. My phone. My phone is titchy, witchy. I get comments from YouTube on my phone. I don't get the top chat on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. All I'll get is your comments when you put your comments in the underneath. Eventually, they'll come to my phone. I don't have one of those wonderful phones that sings and dances and does anything. I have a little Android phone that doesn't do anything at all. Yeah. It sends messages, it takes photographs, and it just about does Facebook if I'm lucky or anything like that. Yeah. So far my evening is pretty shine a light. There is nobody to help me. This is the trouble, Munchkin. If there was somebody to help me that lived round here, I'd be all right. But I know nobody. Yeah. Can I get the live chat? No, I can't get into YouTube at all. It won't let me go in YouTube. It just keeps saying, I can't go live. I can't go into it. No. It won't let me do it. So according to my big monitor, there is no, and I don't know how. My son was saying there must be a way you can link the Chromebook, but I don't know these things, do I? I don't know. I know nothing. I've told you before, I'm computer illiterate. If I knew anything else, Joe's sending me messages. Everybody's offering me advice. So, like, my mate was saying, oh, you do this or oh, you do that. I've been trying for an hour. I tried for 2 hours today to try and link the printer. And it just says there's no printer. There's no printer. Yet the printer's attached to the PC. But it's saying we don't recognise it. No, it's not there. Yeah. No, I don't. I don't have a mic symbol at the bottom. Right. As far as I know. If you're asking me to go back into YouTube, I will try to go back into YouTube, but YouTube is telling me go away. Go away, go forth and multiply, it's telling me. No, my YouTube, if it says go live, go live, webcam, can't find a microphone. Make sure it's connected and try again. I try again. Nothing. I've got no microphone link thing at the bottom right. I've got nothing. I've got nothing at all. No. So I just gave up. I tried to connect it. I tried to go into the settings. I tried to do everything. I have a microphone at the bottom of the tray. Yeah, it says it's linked up. It says it's linked up and it's full volume. Yeah. So it says that, Jill. It says it is. The microphone at the bottom and big PC said it's linked up. So, but obviously it's not linked up to YouTube. Yes, Jill, it's telling me that it's full volume. The microphone in the bottom tray on the new PC is telling me full volume, yeah. So I don't know. I just give up. Right click on the volume. What do I get? It says... nothing. It says Nightlight Focus Assist Accessibility. Click on accessibility and nothing happens. It just says magnifier, colour filters, narrator, mono audio, which is on, and sticky keys, which is off. Yeah, that's all it says. When I right click the volume, it tells me it's switched on. Yeah. Open volume mixer. Troubleshoot your problems. Right, let's have a look at that. Sound systems 100%. Google Chrome 100%. Output devices, it says speaker. Input device, no devices found. So where it says microphone, it says no devices found. So that's probably the trouble, is there's no devices found. Press standby. I've pressed it on and off. I've switched the darn thing on and off that many times. It's dizzy. Yeah, the sound drivers are probably not installed. You're probably right. My son knows nothing about it. And my son installed everything for me. My friend did come along and try to do everything. And we thought we'd done everything, but apparently we hadn't, yeah. So, we have not. The name and the model of the PC. Oh, here we go. Now you're telling me, asking me something here, Jill. You're asking me something. I think it's not plugged in. I think that's what it is. I think somewhere along the line, my microphone isn't plugged in. What's happening with the printer? And I can't crawl under the desk because I'm not able to. If I crawl under the desk, I would never get back out of it. Yeah. I would never get back out. I'm going to have to find somebody local. I don't know, Jill. This is what I mean. I don't know whether the microphone's plugged in because I can't crawl under the desk. I've tried tugging at the wire to see where it led, and the wire was just jammed somewhere under the desk, and I can't crawl under the desk because, you know, my mobility issues means I cannot, if I get down there, I'll never get up again. And I'll be talking to you from the floor. So I think you're just going to have to put up with me on my Chromebook as far as today is concerned. And I will try my hardest to try and get somebody to come and help me. I don't know who, but I will try and get somebody to help me. I shall put a little call out on my local help person and see whether anybody can help me sort it all out, because otherwise it's not going to happen. Oh, Sean, you're asking me things now. I might ask. I know you're trying to help me, Jill, and I do appreciate it, but I am absolutely, when it comes to mobility issues, I can't crawl underneath because I can't go down on my knees, because if I get down on the floor, I can't get up again. Yeah. There is a lady that I can try and beg to try and come and help me. But it's Sunday tomorrow. I think she goes to church. But I will try and get her. I'm just about doing a live today, Jean. It's not going to last long because this Chromebook does my head in. It wasn't charged up. I've had to plug it into the mains, so Lord knows how long it'll last. It'll probably go pop, pop, pop. But at least I'm actually on it. I can't use my phone because my phone would run out of everything. And also the screen would be about an inch square on my phone, and I wouldn't be able to see any comments at all. I can just about see these comments if I squint. Yeah. Yeah. I think I need a magnifying glass. Oh, dear. I'm going to have to ask my friend whether she knows anything about PCs at all. At all. I'm going to have to ask. I can't keep asking Sarah. I can't, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear. A friend of mine, we were just talking about there's nothing new under the sun. Like all these designers, you know, who have these new designs, new patterns. And believe me, I've got patterns in the shed that look exactly the same. And we were just saying that they go potty if you don't credit them as being the designer of this pattern, when they haven't designed it at all. It's just the same old hat as your grandma made, you know. And they're going, oh, I've designed this. I've shut the PC down and I've closed it all down 3 times, Jill. I did that with the printer. It still won't find me printer. Ugh. I do the printer check. It tells me the printer's fine. Try to print something off the PC. Won't do it, yeah? I've been through everything. I've troubleshooted. I've done whatever, and nothing. I think it's ever since I went on this Windows 11, whichever it is. I don't know. It just won't work for me. I've given up. I just need, obviously, professional help, which is not in this household at all, because my son knows nothing. Yeah. Did I have to push the button? Yes, I did. It all switched itself off completely. I had to push the button to start everything off again 3 times, Jill. I've done that 3 times. And it hasn't worked. It's not reset itself. So it's obviously my printer is not linked to the PC in some way or another. And my microphone is not linked in some way or another. So I'm going to have to get somebody to help me because I can't do it. I've even tried doing the YouTubes and trying to follow the walkthroughs on YouTube. But what they keep telling me is like for Windows 10 and Windows 11 is completely different. Yeah, and my friend's got an 11-year-old who's a whiz, but unfortunately he works on Apple. So Apple is completely different to Windows, apparently. So I don't know. So he's a technological whiz. Maybe I should get our other son, who's a bit older, see if I can get him to come down and help me. But that is all tomorrow because he's working tonight. He works at the cinema, so he's working tonight. So I shall have to ask if I can get the help of her middle son, not the little son. I don't know. I shall send her a message and say. Oh, gosh. Now I can't do... Oh, God, let me put this on the drawer while I type. I can't type a message on my PC while I'm on here, can I? Oh, I could do it on my phone. Wait a minute. I just want to cry. I want to go home. And I mean go home. I want to go home. I had no problem when I lived at home. Since I come here, it's all been pear-shaped. Oh. Right, let me find out. Bear with me while I send you a message. Anyway, did you see me mannequins? I keep looking up there when I'm looking down here. Oh, gosh. Did you see me mannequins? I'll show you me mannequins. I can't do much, but I'll talk to you. Oh, knocking my camera on the floor now. Oh, everything's gone whizzing. Everything has gone flying. I've got one dog asleep here. I'm sorry my little girls have not got any underwear on. I need to get them some underwear. Again, I keep looking at the big PC instead of looking at my little Chromebook. I keep expecting to see myself on the big screen. Oh dear. There they are. They're hollow. They're hollow. Hollow. That's the back view anyway. It's one I made up myself. And I won't show her lack of underwear. Just a little vehicle. I wanted eyelash that wasn't glittery, but I didn't have any. So, but I just sort of used a variety of stitches. You know, I used my stitchy book and, you know, that's what I was doing. And then this one was actually from a pattern. It was called a Granny Square book. I did say what it was on my other video. But these are hollow back. They're just lightweight. I did that so that I could, you know, take them to the craft show. And then a friend of mine was selling mannequins that she'd had and used. And she was selling them off cheap. So I went round and I picked one up, and I'm actually maybe going to go back tomorrow, see what she's got left. I don't know why I didn't buy two in the first place. It's probably lack of space, isn't it? But I have covered her over because she's naked as a jaybird. But she's a solid mannequin. She's solid. So, but they're for display purposes. So, oh, my friend said she could come up on Monday evening. Anything's better than nothing. Oh. Oh, dearie me. So I might go back again and see if she's got any more left. Oh, my friend said she can come up Monday evening and see if she can try and sort it out. Well, I won't be doing any more lives, will I, till next week anyway. So, and I can't print anything else out. So I shall just have to get on with my crocheting, won't I? So instead of wittering and twittering here and doing nothing, I shall find me crocheting. I'm making a baby jacket. It's sort of loosely based on another pattern. She says, make another list and we'll get it sorted. We'll do. It's so funny. This wool here, or this yarn here, it says olive green on the label. Now, in this electric light, it is olive green. So I'd started it last night in the electric light, and I thought, oh, it's olive green. I got up this morning. Well, this afternoon it was when I picked up my crocheting. I got up this morning, but when it was this afternoon when I picked up my crocheting. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, you silly Wally, you've picked up brown. You know, and it looks brown on here, on the monitor on here. And yet the label definitely says olive green, you know. So I don't know why. It definitely says, if you can see it, olive green. I can't see where I'm pointing it, but it says olive green. So I don't know why it's looking brown. Anyway, it's olive green in some lights and it's brown in others. Oh, I need to answer it. I can't get to my keyboard to type. Can't do. Will do. I think it's just two things. There we go. Yeah, so I might go back to my friend's tomorrow to see whether she sold all the other mannequins. That's the sort of pattern I was sort of doing, but I haven't done it to the pattern. If you know me, it wouldn't be me if I was doing it to the pattern, would it? You know. Hey ho, now I've lost me. Oh, there it is. Lost me hook. So I'm up to the hood bit now. I'm back on again about American patterns wanting to be done in thicker yarn than I'm using, or either that or I'm a very tight crocheter. Because this is supposed to be a 12-month size and it wouldn't fit a 12 months in a month of Sundays. So, yeah. My friend has been to Aldi. I don't know whether I explained to you. How high up does the pattern size go up to? It says 18 months and 2T, whatever the heck a 2T is. And I'm using the right hook, but of course I'm not using worsted weight because we don't have worsted weight in the UK. We have double knitting, we have Aran. This is my problem with using American patterns. I'm not being awful here about American patterns in the slightest. It's just that they always seem to do baby things in worsted, and we don't have worsted. And in any case, I think worsted's a bit thick on the baby, to be quite truthful. It's a bit chunky. You know, the poor little baby be like that. I don't know where I got this one from. I do a lot of browsing on Etsy. As you know, I lost all of my patterns. It just crashed. When my PC crashed, I lost all my patterns. I have managed to save some because they were still in my Etsy shop, if you know what I mean, me purchases on Etsy. So I managed to get some of them back. But a lot of them, of course, will be lost forever now. So I don't know. I don't print everything out because, well, at the moment I've got no printer. But before I had a printer, it was just the printer ink is so expensive for this printer. I think I got the printer with the most expensive ink in the world. I mean, I did look into buying other printers that, are laser printers and God knows what printers, but I just... What weight is what? The pattern it's worsted weight, the pattern. And we don't have worsted weight in the UK. What is this? This is Hayfield Bonus I'm using at the moment, double knitting. You like me glasses? Actually, they cost me £15 from... I went in and I paid for the glasses I was having. And he said, you need reading glasses. So I said, oh, I'm not getting posh reading glasses. I'm not paying for reading glasses. So I went and I picked like the cheapest frames I could find on the stand. I think they were about £20-25. And he come and he said, I can do you a better deal than that. I can give you these. I said, well, I don't care what they look like because I'm only wearing them to read. I'm not going out in them in the street. I mean, I'm only wearing them today because I can't read. And he said, oh, I can do you these for £15. So I thought, done. Done. They're not expensive. They're 15 quid out of Specsavers, yeah. I used to get free ones when I was living in Prestwich, but apparently Specsavers don't do that scheme. If you're on certain benefits like disability benefit and everything, my old oh God, I've forgotten. The words have gone completely out my mouth. Optician. My old optician used to do a free scheme with this where anybody was on a benefit. So I never paid for any of my glasses for years. So it's come as a bit of a shock having to pay about 100 quid for a pair of glasses since I've been here. I didn't know they repaired cars at Starbucks, Rick. Oh, Rick, I know you follow Sheila's like knitting tips and that. And somebody really upset her the other day. They did a real rant on her comments, about how rubbish she was and how she couldn't do this, that and the other, and that they should go and watch this other woman who explained things much better than she did and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, how nasty can people be? Poor woman. And the woman's 78 years old. Nothing wrong with her channel whatsoever. Nothing wrong with the way she explains everything. She does lots of tutorials for free and everything like that. And even her PDFs, she only charges, I think, £1 for or something. And yet this woman was having a right, well, woman or whatever. Yeah, that little Knits, whoever it is. Apparently she's not much cop anyway, that little Knits. So why should she? It's obviously somebody who just had it in for Sheila. 16, 18, 20. But I don't know why people have to go on and be nasty like that. Well, she did. She reported it to YouTube. Anyway, they took the comments off. She said if she'd have thought about it, she'd have copied and pasted them just so she could tell us exactly what this person said. But it wouldn't do any good because they usually hide behind a pseudonym anyway, don't they? Yeah, it's just people who are jealous, isn't it? They're jealous of her success. I had one upon a time, who said something horrible about me, and my loyal subjects, subscribers, just poof, they bounced on her. They absolutely ripped her to shreds. I didn't need to say anything. They did it for me. They absolutely how dare you say things about Janet, So I was like, yay. I mean, for everyone who's nasty, there's usually about 100 or so people who are not. Yeah, you just get the one person who thinks they've got the right to say something horrible about people. And I don't know why people would do it. If I go on a video and I don't like it, I don't say anything. I just leave it. Yeah. And I don't know why people can't do that. Yeah. I mean, I was watching Crochet Rocks and she got a strike against one of her videos, her live videos. Because in the middle of a live video, there was Coolio playing for a minute. She said, I don't have any music in the room she does the videos on. She says, and if I did, I wouldn't be playing Coolio. I was on the live stream with her. I never heard Coolio. So obviously somebody has sneaked in somehow into a live video. I did it on after. I don't know whether they hope to get, because, I mean, I got one once upon a time. I was filming something and somebody went past with a car radio on. Yeah, something you can't help. When you're out in the street and you're doing a video and somebody goes past you with a very loud car video on, you can't help it. It's not like you're deliberately playing music. So it was a little snippet of about not even a few seconds, and you get a strike against you. You have to share your monetization. I hope they enjoyed the 3 pence with somebody else. Yeah. I don't know whether it was a bit of Gangster's Paradise or what it was. Yeah. But, like, why does somebody do that? Do you hope that she's a big subscriber who makes millions? Because she isn't. I mean, she's bigger than me. Yeah, she got more subscribers than me. But she doesn't make a mint out of it. She can't make a living out of it. So, I mean, what do they want to share, If anybody wanted to share in my monetization, they're welcome to the, 2 or 3p that they would get, Because believe me, I get nothing out of my monetization. I get a check about every 6 months. And believe you me, it's not a big check. It's just a little check. I think it's the minimum they can send you, You have to wait till you get to a certain minimum amount before they send it. It takes me 6 months to get there. I will never be one of the big girls. Oh, I'm not a TikToker or whatever. I don't even know what a short is, apart from what you wear in the summer. I wouldn't even know where to start. And they're saying, oh, we're going to start monetizing the shorts. I thought, I can't even make one, so. As you probably gathered from what's happened tonight, I am just not anything to do with computers. I know how to switch them on. I know how to talk into them. I just about know how to upload a video onto YouTube when I've done it on my camera, yeah? Well, they should do if the big people are getting tons of money. They should start taxing. It'll never be me, Nathan. They'll get very poor off me, I tell you. It amuses me when people say, oh, I'd love to give up my job. Love to give up my job, crochet all day and make YouTube videos. And I'm like, go for it, girl. I wish you luck, mate. Oh, dear. I never intended to make my living out of crochet anyway. I just wanted something to pass my time on when I retired and to maybe make a few pounds here and there, Oh, Jill, I would never get to $600, believe me. I don't think I've earned $600 in all the 9 years I've been on here. It would be nice, very nice, because I've just had to spend so much money this last few weeks. My bank balance has shrunk down to absolutely nothing. But that's life, innit? It's no good a whinging. As my mother used to say, keep going, you fool. I'm not on the street. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food in my belly, so things could be a lot worse. I'm not one to look on the dark side of life, if you know what I mean. I'm always an optimist. I mean, you have to be optimistic in this world, don't you? Otherwise, it would be very depressing. I always feel that things are going to get better. Whether they ever do or not is another matter. But I've always got this mentality that things are going to be better. Things are going to look up. Around the corner, something better is for me. You know, mind you, I probably wouldn't turn that corner. I'd probably turn in the other corner and go the other way. My dad used to say the day that his ship came in, he'd be waiting at the airport, Oh, somebody's making an oversized cardigan, a free pattern for the frills, if ever you're interested. And why am I using my mouse to try and get rid of that? Because I'm stupid. Yeah, I know. Now, over here, because I'm a pensioner and I earn so little in the pension that I don't pay tax because I earn so little, I think I'm allowed to earn so much money before I would have to pay any tax. And since I've retired, I have never gone anywhere near that amount that I'm allowed to earn. I did ring up when I started off my business. I must have been having high ideas that I was going to make this fortune. So I did actually ring the tax office. And I told him what I was doing, and he asked me how much I would be charging for things. And I'm saying, yeah, but I've got the raw product to take off there. I've got me advertising, I've got me postage, I've got me other. And he said, don't bother, love. He said, it's not worth it. You're not ever going to earn enough. So I didn't bother. That was the taxman's advice, was don't bother. He said, you're just going to uncover a whole lot of worms if you register yourself as self-employed, because they'll be thinking that everything that goes in your bank account is yours, when we all know it's not, because you've got all your expenses as well to take off you. Yeah. So, right, row 8. Half double crochet in the first 25 and then 2 in the next one. Okay. I think I should put a stitch marker or something. Oh no, I can't because it's a row down below. No, the picture is, my computer is not working. Well, it's working, but I've got no microphone, so I'm actually on a Chromebook at the moment, which is driving me nutty because I can't read hardly any comments. I have to go like that to read comments. That's why I've got the glasses on. They're not quite magnifying glasses, but they're not far behind, if you know what I mean. So, and I've got the 2 dogs, so I'll have to disappear in a little bit to see if they need to go outside for a while. Yeah, my friend's going to come down again on Monday and see if she can sort out why I've got no mic and why I've got no PC. But she's as bad as me. She's got bad knees and she can't get under the desk. I mean, for all I know, it could be not plugged in. But I can't get under the desk because if I get down on my knees, I can't get up again. And if I go on the floor, I'll be there all night until somebody comes to rescue me tomorrow afternoon. So, we'll just have to put up with it. C'est la vie. Yeah, c'est la vie. It's the way of the world. Right, what have I got to do now? Do 25. Right, do 25. And then I've got to do up to row 20. Just doing half double crochets after that. Oh, right, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Every time I do 2, 4, 6, 8, I always think, who do we appreciate? It's my age group, yeah. My age group. La, 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 la. Right, I'm going to have to use a pencil. Somebody put a comment on one of my YouTube. I'd had a bit of kerfuffling with some woman at the knit club. She wasn't actually at the knit club. She just throwing her weight round. And she'd said that somebody at her knit club had criticised her because she had a pen and pencil. And she said she should get more efficient and be able to memorise. And I'm like, really? Excuse me, I would be lost without my pen and pencil. I've tried all kinds of stitch thingamajiggers and whatever. I've tried them all. And I forget to turn them round. I'm much better with a pencil. I use a pencil because then I can rub it out if ever I want to use the pattern again. You're in that age group as well, are you, Denise? Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, do we appreciate? I can't remember what it was all about. Probably netball or something like that. You always write your rows down, yeah. Mind you, I've got one woman at another knit club and she has to write everything down, but I'm sure she's losing the plot, bless her. You know, I think she's got to the age. I once tried teaching crochet when I lived in Prestwich in a cafe, and I was doing really, really well except for one lady. And this one lady came every week faithfully. But I'm sure she had dementia because every week she came, she'd forgotten even how to do a chain. So she held the rest of the class up because she was insistent, absolutely insistent that I showed her how to do a chain. So it just held everybody up, and I felt like saying to her, please don't come anymore. So I don't know what she did when I stopped doing the classes because she never progressed past chain. She did chain and she did the ordinary, well, you call it single crochet in America, we call it a double crochet. And that was it. She never progressed any further than that because the week after she'd forgotten how to do the chain. It was very frustrating. Oh dear. So I'm still trying to do things for the craft fair. I haven't had much enthusiasm, to be quite honest. You know, with everything just going pear-shaped. You know, recently, I just feel like, the world is out to get me at the minute with my scooter and everything. Yeah, this other guy, I'd rung this Wayne up and given him a bit of an earful on the Wednesday because I was going down the seafront. It was throwing it down and the rain was going straight in my eyes and I looked a real twit because I had sunglasses on, but it was to protect my eyes from the biting rain. And I'm just giving him a bit of a mouthful on his answer machine because he didn't answer his phone. Must know it's me. It must flash up, that woman's here again. So on the Thursday, I get a call back from some other guy who said, I've been asked by Wayne to call you. I thought, I bet he was really glad I didn't pick the phone up. But there's no signal in the cafe where we go for a coffee. I don't know why. It's a dead zone. So he left me a message saying, I'm trying to chase it up. It should be here later today. This was Thursday. Or tomorrow. That was Friday. I'll let you know as soon as it comes in. No phone call. Nothing. And they don't work weekends, so I knew I wouldn't hear from them today or tomorrow. So Monday, I'm going to get really cross if it doesn't come Monday. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go back tomorrow to see if I can get another mannequin. Another mannequin. My son will probably go ape shit if I bring another mannequin home, but hey ho. They're going to live in the shed. There won't be any room in the shed in a bit. It'll be like the TARDIS, But I do need mannequins if I'm going to have to display my work in order to sell it. Can't display it on me when it doesn't fit me half the time because a lot of them are small. And I know I've lost weight, but I ain't that tiny. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm talking to myself. I know you have conversations amongst yourself in the chats, will you please? Because I'm Oh, I can see Ephraim. Hi, Ephraim. I'm having trouble with my PC, love. Can you fly over and help me? Oh, dear. You know, when it says you are looking for love, I should say, no, I'm looking for somebody who knows what to do with a computer, shouldn't I? I've got one here behind me. I should put them. I'd put them in my bedroom, but my bedroom's that small. Yeah. I need another room. Is it too late to have an add-on? Is it too late to move? I mean, you've all kept your fingers crossed for me for my scooter, so can you just keep your fingers crossed to win the lottery tonight? Instead of just winning a lucky dip like I normally do. Yeah, I'll put them on the sofa. They can sit on the sofa because only the dog sits on the sofa. There's only the dogs that can do it, yeah. So nobody else sits on my sofa because nobody visits me. I'm Billy No Mates, yeah. Hi, Donna. Oh, Ephraim has been a friend of mine since Adam was a lad. It's Sian's online husband. But apart from him being Sian's online husband, he's been my good friend for many. We go back a long while, don't we, Ephraim? No, don't say your age, no. We've gone back. Oh, dear. It's terrible. If anybody wants to come and visit me, I've got no spare rooms, so nobody can. Oh, I've got a lovely book. Wait a minute, just let me show you what I got from Amazon. And I'm thrilled to bits about it. Oh, I'm kicking everything here. Oh, Lord. I want a bigger room. I want more room. Oh. Oh, dearie me. Janet, you've got dodgy knees, girl. I saw it on somebody else's YouTube channel and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to look on Amazon to see if they've got one. And it's called Pro Fashion Sketchbook. Not that I'm a pro, but yeah. And inside it, it's got pictures that are already drawn on of people, yeah. Because I can't draw people, yeah. I'm a bit like, well, I'm Wytham Lowry when it comes to drawing. So here it's got like the style, the trends, the inspiration, not textiles, the notes, and you can even put swatches at the bottom if you want. So they're already drawn on. And I thought, oh, that's such a good idea. Because my drawing, oh, that takes me right back to school. This book belongs to, and you put your name in it. That takes me right back. I used to do that in all of my books. I don't know whether you did when you was kids. This book belongs to, yeah. You draw people like stick figures. I draw people with some Lowry. No, I just really do. I cannot draw for toffee. I can design things once I've got the body there, yeah. Oh, I was undoing everything. Yeah. At least you've had time to knit your socks, Kaz, because your store's closed down at the moment for refurbishment. You've had time to knit your socks, haven't you? I just draw my garments like a box, so they don't look very thrilling, So I thought they might look more inspiring to me when I draw them out on an actual figure. And if I draw them in pencil, then, if I don't like them, I can always rub them out, can't I? Very frugal, I mean, the book wasn't that expensive, but, frugality has to be my middle name ever since I bought this PC. Depleted my bank account by about half, yeah. I was trying to save up for a holiday, yeah. But that has got somewhat whopped on the head, yeah. So I need to make real more inroads into selling me stuff, because I can't sell my body. I'm too old, yeah. Don't think anybody'd want it anyway, unless they were weirdos. So, oh, there's a weirdo goes in the cafe on a Thursday. You know, when they're always bending over and showing that the builder's bum bit, you know, not very nice. The camera quality is fantastic. This is a stupid Chromebook. I don't like it because I look white as a ghost. I don't know whether I look white as a ghost on your end, but I look white as a ghost at my end, yeah. Yeah, no, he keeps bending over. He always has a rucksack with him. I don't know what he keeps in it. Maybe he's not homeless, so it's not like his whole wardrobe's in this rucksack. And he bends over and you're like, oh, God. And he always seems to sit near where we are. I keep saying to my friend, your boyfriend's in. And she keeps saying, give over. I'm not that desperate. Yeah, he's always pulling his trousers up because he's always showing his backside. And it's not even a nice backside, if you know what I'm saying. You know, if it was something like Magic Mike, you wouldn't mind, would you? You know, I believe he's got another film out, hasn't he? Magic Mike's Last Dance or something. Oh, I was totally in love with him in that Channing whatnot when he was in. When he was in that, oh God, I'm trying to do that. Channing Tatum, yeah. Oh, it won't do it. It won't show. Somebody else will have to do it for me. Oh, this thing is stupid. This, you know, when you're trying to tap on something. Oh, yeah. He was great in that. I don't know what he looks like really. I mean, he's probably made up to whatnot, isn't he? But he was so handsome. I was like, oh, yes, please. Oh, dear. I don't like that trend, though. Well, at least I don't see as much of it now as I did before. Maybe it's not a trend anymore, where these kids were walking around with a sort of waistline somewhere around between the bottom and the knees, yeah. You like Colin Firth? No, he wasn't one of mine. He wasn't one of mine, no. I don't know who I really liked. All of mine are dead now, the ones I used to like. I'm so old, you know. May I think Alain Delon's still alive, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to like Alain Delon was absolutely, and Sacha Distel, yeah. Huh? But all the ones I used to like now, like I say, they're all gone now. All gone. Yeah, all dead. Jason Momoa. Yeah, he might appeal to the younger people. He's sort of a bit. I don't know whether she means when I was talking about Sheila's comment on her videos, maybe, I think. Maybe she's behind us with the conversation. Maybe her chat's lagging, or she's been and made a drink or something. I'm quite partial to a man in a kilt, actually. And I quite like a silver fox. I'm getting old, aren't I? You know, like an old baldy or a silver fox, I'm quite new, yeah. Oh, yeah, Bruce Willis, yeah. Mind you, when they do their own stunts and they get knocked about a bit, I mean, it's like these rugby players and that, and people, footballers who've been heading the ball. You know, I think, you know, if you have so many knocks on your head, don't you, that it doesn't do you any good. Maybe that's just a coincidence, I don't know. O.J. Simpson, oh, God, no, not him. Oh, yeah, Picard, yeah. Oh, the name of the channel, it's Sheila's Knitting Something Tips. I think Rick knows what its proper name is. Sheila's Knitting Tips, I think it's called. The comment's been removed now, Greek Stitcher, so you won't see it anymore because Sheila was saying that she complained to YouTube about it and they removed it. Yeah, Sheila's Knitting Tips and other stuff, yeah. She's a very nice lady. I don't know why anybody wants to be nasty. They're probably just jealous. It's a good idea putting capitals Kaz because that means I can actually see it. Oh, Sean Connery in his heyday, he was nice, wasn't he? Especially when he wore the kilt, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do love a man in a kilt. Maybe I should have moved to Scotland instead of moving to Fleetwood, yeah. Oh, it's been bitterly cold here. Oh, God, has it been cold. I mean, I was talking to a taxi driver the other day and I said to him, are you local? Were you born in Fleetwood? He went, yeah. I said, I've never been warm since I moved here. I said, I'm flipping freezing. So he says, well, that reminds me, I need to see if oh, yeah, my fire's still glowing. He said, I must admit, he said, it's been the coldest winter here ever. I mean, that lady who does the videos about the Fylde Coast, she did one, I think it was yesterday or today, you know, showing all the sea foam. Honestly, it was really all over the place, yeah. I've been listening to Westlife and Boyzone. I know it's not my age group at all, you know, but I just happen to like their music. Somebody said, oh, that's not typical for your age group, liking Boyzone and Westlife. I said, well, I just do, you know. And Boyz II Men. I used to like Boyz II Men as well. But on the other way, I like Il Divo and people like that. And what's he called? Andrea Bocelli. Oh, you would be talking about a Japanese boy band. I think you should move to Japan, Rick. Yeah, the Backstreet Boys, yeah. I have a lot of their CDs as well. But I mean, I like people like Sia and stuff like that. You know, I like odd CDs by different people, yeah. And yet I don't like the stuff in general, yeah. I mean, I like Disturbed when it was, you know, they sing The Sound of Silence, but I don't like a lot of their other stuff. I tend to like odd things out of different people, yeah. I used to love ZZ Top as well. Yeah, the Backstreet Boys are back. My friend caught the oldie wool sale. She bought this lovely chunky. Well, if you look at Crochet Rocks, she's done a wool haul of what she got from Aldi. My friend managed to get some, but some of the chunky, but it was super chunky when she started working with it. She's made some lovely like baskets. Well, they're like basket stroke bags because she's put handles on them, but they're very, very thick. But I believe the Aldi cut near us hasn't got anything really of any description. It's all gone. And it wasn't online, so you couldn't order it online. I think it just happens to be. I mean, my Aldi in Prestwich never had anything, never had any wool. And I said to him one time, why do you never have any wool? And he just went, I thought it was in all Aldi stores, but apparently no, it's not. They just pick and choose, I think. Electric toasters, yeah, that's more. Oh, you'll be all right with Chris. Not Chris, with Rick, Donna. I'm not into these Korean and Japanese bands. I'm just not. Well, apparently, if you go on Crochet Rocks, she's going to consider selling her Aldi yarn to people in the US, Ephraim. So you need to go on her webpage because she sells a lot of UK stuff to people in the US, because she doesn't sell it to people in the UK because she said it's not fair. They can go into Aldi themselves and buy it from themselves, yeah. So, you need to go on there, yeah. I'm a K-pop. I don't even know what a K-pop is. If you told me it was a lollipop, an ice cream or something, I'd believe you. I'm not K-pop at all. I can never tell if the boys or girls and Korean things, yeah. Oh, did you see what Sam Smith was wearing? Oh, my giddy aunt, he looked like he had a sofa on. Squeak, squeak, squeak when he was walking across, honestly. Yeah, K-pop does. It sounds like a cereal, doesn't it? What on earth was Sam Smith wearing? He's a right wally, isn't he? Or they are a right wally. We're not supposed to say he, are we, anymore? I'm old-fashioned. I can cope with transgenders, transsexuals, gays, but I cannot cope with this gender fluid and gender neutral. That leaves me, I don't know. I'm old. I'm too old to be subjected to all these. Balenciaga, he was wearing a bloody sofa. He looked a wally. He looked like an inner tube, didn't he? Let's face it, he did. He couldn't walk in it, and he looked silly. I've seen clowns in the circus look better than he did. Or they did. It did. I'd be in trouble right away. I'd be calling him a he. I'm sorry, but if it's got a willy, it's a he. Where I came from. I'm too old to be thinking of they, them, and their. Make your mind up if you want to be a boy or you want to be a girl. Make your mind up. See what you're driving me to. See what you're driving me to. Southern Comfort's coming out now. That's what the mood I'm in tonight. You prefer to be, yeah, the royal we. Hey, what about South Park? That's hilarious, isn't it? The Dumb Prince. I thought it was. I wish I could see the. Well, I did see part of it. I think somebody put it on. I thought it was hilarious. South Park's had a go at them. Ridicule them, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the hard stuff, yeah. I'm on the Southern Comfort and Coke. I'm on Shan's drink. I don't know whether she has it with Coke, though. No, she's on JD, and it's just... I'm getting it wrong. It's JD with Shan. You're off to bed, righty-ho, bye-zy. Maybe if I have a drink, I'll be able to read the thing a bit quicker. Oh. Oh, my blinking jumpers. The jumpers got caught. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Oh, I needed that. Oh my goodness, do I need that? I'm going to eat because a friend of mine at Knit Club, she listens to my lives sometimes and everything like that. And she goes, I couldn't eat you the other night. She says, you went chomp, 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 chomp on your crisps. So I better make sure I'm not speaking when I'm chomping. I have got Seabrooks, bags of flavour made with pride. Prawn cocktail, the original crinkle cut. There you go, prawn cocktail. I'm having a break from the original. What is your Seabrooks moment? I haven't got one. It's a perfect snack for mid-morning escape. Well, it's not mid-morning. They began producing crisps in Yorkshire in 1945. That's the year I was born. Oh my goodness me. I hope this bag hasn't been around that long. Are you trying to tell me something, Rick? This is why you're fat. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I can't drink gin. It makes me cry. Don't know what it is about gin. A couple of gins and I want to cry. The Queen liked gin, did she? I like rum. Southern Comfort or dark rum. Bacardi at a pinch, but mostly dark rum. Or I don't mind a drop of brandy. My daughter-in-law's a Bacardi. No, it's not Bacardi. Vodka freak. I'm not as mad about vodka. The Queen mum. I think they like to tipple on the side. They tried to say the Queen only had one drink a day, didn't they? But, you know, if I was the Queen, I'd be eating the gin. Especially the year before she died, poor soul, with all the hassle in her family, what with Andrew and Harry. Oh, dear me. I'd have discommunicated them from my will. I'd have said, right, you lot, you're not in the will anymore. And now me flipping. Oh, geez, what's going on? Now my mouse is stuck. Ah. Honestly. Oh. I'd put a photograph on one of my memories that's of my decking and the church I used to look out on and the church bells I used to listen to. And somebody had put, you left so many happy places behind you when you moved to Fleetwood. I'm hoping this summer will be good for you and you can look in your craft shed and plan many lovely projects. Yeah, right. Still not the same. I could cry when I look back at my old photos. Sherry. You don't get sherry in America. I'm sure you must do. You probably call it by a different name. Oh, well, all the royal family were womanizers and done all sorts of things. Hopefully the new generation isn't, but oh, I'm sure we'll all celebrate that, Kaz. Do we really care if it's his birthday or not? No, we don't. Somebody else sending me a friend's request. Why do you get all these friends requests, these guys? You know it's not their photo, don't you? And you look at the profile, and there's about 3 photos on it, isn't there? There's nothing else. And all their so-called friends are all women. Oh, God, of course the scammer's eyes at you. Yeah, I think Charles should be king. I think he's waited long enough, yeah. I mean, blooming heck, Charles is nearly as old as me, because he won't last long, will he? He won't be king for long. Let him have his moment. He's been waiting for his moment for 70-odd years, you know. Let him have his moment. I must get about 3 or 4 friend requests from guys. And the worst is Instagram. My God, the Instagram. The best one was, "You look so pretty. I love your photograph." It was a picture of a bag, a felt bag. It wasn't even a picture of me. "I love your picture. You've got a..." Oh, I thought, you're mental. Oh, they all got these fake profiles, haven't they? Fake photographs. They're always in the military, or the surgeons, or the doctors. Oh, they're all fakes. I don't care. If I don't know anybody who knows them personally, I don't add them. If it's a guy, and they're not a knitter or a crocheter, or I know people who know them, they just get blocked. End of story. You know, when they say, "Excuse me for bothering you, but I can't send you a message," and all that, I'm thinking, yeah, right. Yeah, millionaire. Or do you get the ones from the emails from Africa where your relative has died and he has no relatives and you're the nearest one? And I'm like, well, you got that wrong, because Carruthers is not our name. My husband was adopted. You know, when they turn around and say, "You're looking beautiful." Now, I could understand if it was a woman, maybe 20, 30, 40, you could say, "Yeah, she's looking beautiful." But when you get to my age, no. A 40-year-old man does say, "You're looking beautiful tonight." And I expect you to believe it. If they said you're looking good for your age, that's a good start, isn't it? But not "you're looking beautiful." Oh, you get that all the time. We don't have a landline anymore, so I don't get the, you know, "We are from Microsoft and there's a problem with your computer. We need you to sign in." No, thank you. If you're watching me, Val, I'm sorry if I'm crunching. That's one of my friends from Knit Club. I don't think she'll be watching now because she's on her holidays. Oh, I used to get 2 and 3 a day. I was on that BT, where you can block them, because I was on BT with my phone. But I still got through. And you can only have 100 blocked numbers on the BT block line here. There was a woman at one of the knit clubs we went to. And that daft fool was sending him, what do they call them? Not money cards. When you can get cards that have money on them or something at the post, not the post office. You can buy them at news agents and things. I don't know what they're called. And she was sending them, and she couldn't afford it. She wasn't rich or anything like that. I thought, you mental beggar. Might have been a MoneyGram. Oh, no, I haven't seen her. I won't see her till Wednesday night if she comes, or if I go. Awkward besom. I don't like the sort of scamming things that Facebook put on. Websites that say you can get this clothing, you can get these shoes, you can get these whatever. And you see the same advert over and over again with different company names, don't you? And for a fact, I got scammed out of a pair of boots. They weren't that expensive. But I told Facebook, and they weren't interested. And I said to Facebook, you're still putting the same advert up with a different name company. And it's still the same advert, it's still the same photos. And they weren't interested. They just don't care. And I will not buy anything that's, unless it's somebody like Boots the Chemist or something that you can know and trust. And then even then I go on their webpage. I don't buy it through the Facebook. Because there's so many scammers about. I only lost the price of a pair of cheap boots. But that's me. I won't buy anything now. If I see an advert on Facebook and I think, oh, that looks like a good idea, I'll Google it somewhere else and buy it from somewhere else. Yeah. Well, you found your Pringles. Yay! I have to fold up my packet now. I can't leave my crisp packet. I have to fold it up and tie it in a knot. I have to tie it in a knot to put it in the bin. I will not put a crisp packet in the bin. I don't know why. It's just been a thing I've done for years. I think my ex-husband started me doing it. I'm kicking my coffee over. Psychic, yeah. I had one who said they wanted so many dollars to pray for me. I said, no, thank you. I can pray for myself for free. Thank you. Oh, the power of prayer and all that. Does she think she's got a hotline to God or something? I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want my fire to go out. I know it's nearly 11 o'clock. Maybe I should let the fire go out. Ah, dear. Right, let's have a look what Gary Marek is. He has sent me a friend's request. Let me look at him. Well, he does look like an old man, but still. He's only got 2 photos on. So that's suspicious for a start off, isn't it? See all his friends. He's got no friends to show. Yeah, that's suspicious. About. He's got nothing in his about, so he's not around. He doesn't say where he's lived. Doesn't say anything. He's just got 2 photographs. He's got no check-in, so remove the request. Are you gone? Am I being cruel or am I not? And my cousin's just showing a picture. She's just adopted a dog that had been in very bad situation. It's only a puppy, well, puppy-ish, but it had been, you know, in a hoarding situation, an abusing situation. Anyway, she said he's doing really, really good. So that's good. Another little abandoned, rescued dog has been rescued, yeah. Yeah, I've deleted him. He's gone now. Oh, it's Randy's birthday. If you know Randy, Rambling Randy's, oh gosh. What's she called? Rambling Randy's? I can never say it. It's all alliteration. It's all R's in it. She hasn't made many videos recently. You know, I used to love watching her videos. There's no new development. She wasn't there. She made the bullets for somebody else to fire. It was like she says this and she says that, and somebody else had to say it. So I think that's what put people's back up as much as anything, that she didn't come in and say it herself. You know. So when she comes in and everybody's going, oh, don't say anything to her on Wednesday. Don't say anything to her. I thought, why not? I thought she's ruined the night by upsetting everybody. Why should we not say anything to her next Wednesday? Look what I got. Arrow. Peppermint. Peppermint arrow. Random Randy's ramblings. I could never say it, even when it was written in front of me. Looky. Oh, okay. I keep putting it where I think the camera is, and it's not. The camera's up there. The camera's at the top. Hey ho. I've got a diabetic appointment as well. I think it's next week, is it? I think it's Thursday. That should be fun. I can't freeze anything. Our freezer's in the flipping garage, and I'm not going out there every time I want a bit of chocolate. And I can't put it in the freezer, in the fridge, in the kitchen, because everybody else eats it. So when I used to always keep it in the fridge. So whenever I wanted a bit of chocolate, I knew it was there. I don't think she wants any newbies in there. I think she just wants it to be the same little clique of people that she's used to. Oh, good night, Isa. Oh, they're all pussyfooting around her. Oh, it's not her way. We're used to her. We've known her 40 years. It's not what she's like, really. And I'm like, what? Really? So she's allowed to upset everybody just because it's her way? I don't think so. I've been there 12 months. I'm not a newcomer. Oh, now I've dropped the bloody bit of paper. Ah. When I was in Prestwich, I had a lovely big desk. Now I've got a squitchy little desk. And my son keeps saying, it's so untidy. Why don't you have it bare? They're minimalistic. I'm not minimalistic. I'm clutterbug. I like everything around me. I'm like, gather everything around me. I don't like... I just want a bigger desk so I can put everything on it. I want a bigger space. I want a table. I want a crafting room. I want a lot of things I'm never going to get. Yeah. And it frustrates me when I had it all and I let it go. Oh, yeah, they don't like the way my living room is untidy, but I don't give a... Yeah. Or rats, whatever. They don't live here. They don't live in my room. They don't have to come in my room. Or we might be filling the hot tub next week just for a little while. Because my great-granddaughter, it's her 17th birthday, or it was, so she didn't really have a party, so she's coming over here so her and her friends can go to Blackpool. So my son says, I think we're filling the hot tub so they can have a hot tub party. That means I can get in the hot tub while it's still full. Whether it will stay filled up and heated is another matter, but I might be able to get in it next week. She's coming on Tuesday, I think. So if he fills it Tuesday, I don't go out on a Tuesday. So I'll be in there. He probably won't fill it till Tuesday evening just to be awkward. Oh, the frying cream eggs at my ex-local chippy. Ugh. That is one thing I don't think I fancy. Frying a cream egg. No, thanks. I know they do weird things in Scotland sometimes. They fry Mars bars and stuff. Oh, only on mine, Amanda. They are separated by the width of the ocean. A very big ocean. Across the pond. My Barney lies over the ocean. My Barney lies over the sea. No, actually, that is... I had a thing on my lip, zapped. That's what that is. We don't know what it is. It's sort of... I've had it about 5 or 6 years. It looks like it should be a pimple and it should go pop, but it's been popped that many times and things done at it and it still comes back. So I've had it cryologized or whatever it is. I've had it zapped. So it's got like a crust on it now. And I'm not supposed to pick it off because that spoils the healing process. I don't know whether it will disappear or it won't, but it started off like a little pimple and then all across here swelled up. I'm going back years ago. And I went to the doctors and they gave me antibiotics and antibiotic cream. And they didn't know what it was. And it's left me with like a... It just looks like a pimple with a head. But I don't know what it is. Yeah, South Park. I believe it was funny. They get away with murder, don't they, on South Park? Hello, Jeff, whoever you may be. Is Jeff one of your mechanics? Or is he just a friend? A mechanic. Oh, yeah. Now, if he was a PC man, yeah. It's like when I go to the cafe, sometimes I think, I would take my PC, except it's a complete dead zone in the cafe. My friend has asked them why. Why is the Wi-Fi so rubbish? I can't even get a phone call when I'm in there. My friend does. She gets phone calls, but I don't get phone calls, and my other friend doesn't get a phone call. It's like a complete dead zone when we're in the cafe. Yeah. And we don't know why. Maybe they don't pay for Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. I think actually I get a message on the phone saying, do you want to link to the Wi-Fi? And it doesn't work. I haven't rung her this week, actually, but she was fine last week. I did send her a message saying, had she survived Storm Otto? And I haven't had an answer back, so maybe she didn't survive Storm Otto. Maybe she got blued away. Hey, I'd be all right with my nanny and kilt, wouldn't I? If the wind was blowing. It reminds you of that bloke who used to be on the television donkeys years ago. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow free. All the lassies smile at me, saying, Donald, where's your trousers? Oh dear, I can't remember who that was. I think he was called Andy something or other. Yeah, I know. I've told her that when I go up there, we're going to have to do a live. Have I been down to the seaside? I went on the seafront on Thursday. And, well, yeah, Thursday nearly got blown away. Seaside in the winter is not fun. Andy Stewart, that's the one. The fishermen were all out. It must have been good fishing weather when it was rough, yeah. Oh, that reminds me, where's Shad today? Has he gone crappie fishing? Yeah, he used to be on every Hogmanay, didn't he? Andy Stewart, was it? Nobody else got a look in, did they, for New Year's Eve? It was always from Scotland. It was always Hogmanay. Yeah, it was always Hogmanay, wasn't it? But now it's always that Jules, what's he called? Jules or something, that does these firework things from London. Your car's coming out, yeah. As long as it works when it comes out. Jules Holland, yeah. Isn't it funny? We were talking about this the other day. How, like, certain people are always, like, on the telly. Always on everything. And it's the same in crochet magazines, the same old flipping designers. Crop up, crop up, crop up. It's like they can't find anybody else, isn't it? You get the same names, don't you, all the time? Same old things. Look at this. This is such a body. And here again, you think she's in every flipping thing. No, I'm not a fan of Jules Holland. He used to do that Saturday night thing, didn't he? Where they used to have these people who used to sing. They used to have them like unplugged. They didn't. They used to be without all the background and the backing and stuff. Oh my, yeah. I'd go back to my old house in a blink. I tell you, I really would. Henry's falling down the stairs again. Oh, good night, Craft Angel. If we could go back 2 years or more, what would we change? I'd change moving here. I really would. I would change that. I would stay in Prestwich and be poor. Who was Jules Holland? I don't know. I've only ever known him when he used to play the piano and for people on those things Unplugged or something. I got woken up this morning about 7:15 by Pigface here, licking my face all over. I thought, what the hell going on? I went back to sleep again. I just ignored her. Oh, I wasn't into punk. I mean, much as I like Vivienne Westwood, I didn't like the punk period she went through with the designing when she was with that Malcolm McLaren. I've got a couple of books. Well, I think one of the books is of her and her designs, yeah. Were you going to step into your car? Well, I hope it's working. I hope it's fixed. Step into my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, happen now and then. Could do with a miracle. I could do with a miracle. Just a small miracle. Will do. Not asking for a lot. Just a small miracle. Just a little win on the lottery to give me back the money I spent on this PC. Hello, Susan. You know, just to put my bank balance back where it was before I had to buy this thing. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Well, I don't know where Rosie is. She's probably asleep on my bed. It's where she seems to want to be these days. I think she likes the furry cover I've got on it. You're driving now? Yay! You're looking at cameras. Oh, gosh. I haven't even used that new camera I got. It's exactly like my old camera. My son said to me, are you using your new camera yet? I went, anyway, you're not, are you? After all that fuss you made about me buying you one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't have super chat now. I don't bother with stuff like that. It's too complicated. What am I working on? I'm working on a little baby jacket. It looks brown, but it's actually olive green. Oh, you got the prince from Nigeria. I don't think I've had him. No. I get all these generals and whatnot out of the army, or the air force or something. Always looking really sexy, wearing uniform. Like, you know, they've been on a page and pinched somebody's photo, yeah. There must be a page of generic people who were in the forces in America. Oh, mine are always divorced or widowed, yeah. No photographs, only about 3, and they're always like the same. But if you like click on the photograph and go to Google, you find that it's a generic photograph of somebody else's, yeah. Yeah, I finally made it on here. If you'd have seen me earlier, I couldn't get on. How's the weather? Don't bother asking. It's not that good. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, and it's freezing. And I don't like Fleetwood when it's cold. The seafront is not very interesting when it's cold. And you get sea foam bashing about everywhere. The lady who does the Fylde Coast video, she did all this video, all this sea foam, and I'm like, you can keep it. Oh, I can't. Why am I doing that? I'm trying to get rid of something here with my mouse off my other PC. I'm so used to using a mouse. Oh, dear. You've been gone a while. You mean as in gone a while today or gone a while? I see we've lost our squirrels lately. They don't come in anymore. I must have upset them all. Still, you win some and you lose some, don't you? Have you all given me a thumbs up? Please do. Oh, the scammers are everywhere. You think, I wish they'd get a job and stop trying to scam people. Too many people just want to do anything but work these days, don't they? Ah, thank you. Thank you, word to be true. Yeah, if you click on the picture and you do a Google search, you find the picture somewhere else, yeah. They're like generic pictures, aren't they, of people in the forces? Oh, gosh. No, I think it's the whole generational thing. I mean, so many women, you know, who just want to be on Love Island or something. That's their ambition. You know, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be on Love Island. I want to be a celebrity. I'm sorry, mate, but you're supposed to have some talent, you know, to be a celebrity, not just take your clothes off and wobble about a bit. My mic isn't working for me. I'm on my Chromebook. My mic's not working at all. My friend's going to come round on Monday and see if she can help me with it, because I know nothing. I am computer illiterate. In other words, I'm a Dumbo. Hi, John. Oh, you can hear me okay on here, yeah. Because it's me Chromebook. But there's a lot of people can't read cursive, and I don't mean young ones. I mean, a lot of people, I can see them reading things out on and somebody sent them a message, say, or sent them a birthday card or something, and they're reading it out over the, you know, over the videos, and they're going, oh, I can't read it. And it's all curly stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not curly stuff. It's real writing, as we used to call it. But a lot of people only print now, don't they? Capital letters all the time. My friend, little boy, is really intelligent, really high IQ, and yet his writing looks like a spider scrawled across a page. You couldn't read it if you tried. No, I said to his mum, I said, his writing's awful. She said, yeah, I know. It's because they don't practice like we used to practice. You used to get those books, didn't you, with lines on, and you had to write between the lines, didn't you? And you got told off if you strayed away from the lines. But they don't do any of that now. I mean, they're so used to doing computers. I mean, when you think we did all our maths without a calculator, so in effect, we should be a lot more in. And as for a mental arithmetic, I don't think any kids can do mental arithmetic anymore. If they work in a shop, they have to. Have you ever been in a shop with a youngster and you're giving them a note and you're saying to them, like, they say it's something, and like, say there's 2p or there's 4p, and you say, do you want the 2p? Do you want the 4p? And they look at you and go, no. And it would make it a lot easier for them for their change. But they don't know how to process it, do they, Jimmy Carr. Oh, gosh, if he's 98, yeah. Bless him. He's had a good innings, as my dad would say. I remember my daddy used to get the evening paper, our local evening paper. And the first thing he did, and I said, what are you looking at? He said, the hatches, the matches, and the dispatches. He said, I'm looking to see who I've beaten. That was in the dispatches. That's the births, deaths, and marriages, yeah. I don't have a local paper anymore. We don't even have a paper. There's no good news anyway. You don't want to read and I don't want to read about footballers' wives. I don't want to hear about some so-called celebrity showbiz. I don't want things like that plastered all over my front page, so I don't bother. I don't bother anymore with newspapers. I sometimes switch the local news on the TV. Well, they don't even wrap my chips in the newspaper now, do they? I do miss having a bit of newspaper to wrap stuff in, before you put it in the bin. Newspapers kind of these days are very biased one way or the other. You buy one paper and it's biased that way. Then you buy another newspaper and it's biased the other way. So depending on which one you read. Does anybody know anything about what? No. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Creco is, whatever Creco is. I know you're political, John. I'm not. I have my head in the sand and I'll openly admit it. I have no idea. John is very politically minded. I don't even know what creosote is. I know what creosote is. Does that count? I know what tarmac is and creosote. It's took me all my time to learn what TikTok. You're right there, Kaz. Groucho, Harpo, Chico, and Creco. Oh, dear. Oh, Lord above. What about some of the names some of these babies are being called these days? My goodness me. Where are they getting them from? They pick the weirdest names ever. You're looking at them and you're thinking, what do they call their baby that for? What do you call that boxer called his baby? Bambi or something? Bambi? News about it. Oh no, what, that balloon thing you mean? What they shot down? I don't know. I don't know what the balloon thing is that's shot down. What am I crocheting? I'm crocheting a baby cardigan. I'm on the hood. I'm on the hood bit. Half double crochet. It tells me to do 18 rows, which I've done. And then it says row 19, half double all the way across, which is what I've just done. Why didn't they say do 19 then? Seam it together with mattress stitch. Now they've got a cat else chance of me doing mattress stitch. I know how to do it in theory. It's like that blooming Kitchener stitch. I always have to look it up to do that when I'm doing socks. What the heck's a Kitchener stitch? Yeah, why didn't they say do 19 rows of half double crochet them? Why say do 18? And then the 19th row is 1 row of half double crochets. You mastered it, did you? What, you mastered? I have done Kitchener, but I have to look it up every time on YouTube. I used to have a belting YouTube video that I had saved, but I've probably lost it now because I've lost all my saved things. And it was so easy. They explained it so very well. I've watched other ones before and they didn't explain it as well as this one. But now I've got to do mattress stitch. Oh, that'll be a laugh. Ah. Murgatroyd. Oh, yeah. A lot of the old names are coming back, aren't they? You know, like Mabel and things like that. I don't think I've seen any babies called. I used to call it Persephone, but apparently it's called Persephone. But you don't see many babies called that, do you? Or not many babies are called Mildred, are they? Oh, yeah, when Irish eyes are smiling. There you are, John, you've got one. Yeah, I was reading a book when I was a kid and I kept reading Persephone. And I said to my mum one time, I said, that's a daft name, isn't it, for a girl, Persephone? And she said, it's Persephone. My auntie used to sing, my old man said, follow the bell and don't dilly-dally on the way. Oh, dear. My auntie, I don't think she ever went to the old music hall, but she used to know all the songs from there. I mean, my ex-husband used to say to me sometimes, how old are you? You seem to know all these songs from about the 1800s. I said, oh, that's me. My auntie used to sing them to me when I was little. What's a propaganda song? I used to watch the, what were they called? Something Brothers. I used to have all their records. And they were like IRA, which I didn't know at the time. I just thought they were nice songs. The Clancy Brothers were it, yeah. Oh, Danny boy. They always sing that when they're drunk, don't they? I love watching, what's he called, the Scottish bloke, when he starts imitating the Scottish drunks about all the songs that they sing when they've had a few in Glasgow. Billy Connolly, yeah. Yeah, Hermione, that's another name. I thought it might have come back a bit, with Harry Potter. Time for tea. You don't see many Ethels, do you, either? Or Edna. Apart from Edna Everage, but yeah, you don't see many Ethels and Ednas. My aunts were called Ethel and Edna. Etha, Edna, Eva, Lena, Marion, Lucy, that was my mum. Just trying to think anymore. Can't think of the rest. Just trying to think of them. I think that was it. And the boys were Wilf, Jack, Harry, Alan, Arnold, Fred. I think that was it. God, there were 16 of them. I can't remember all their damn names. My niece is a Victoria. She doesn't like it, but she's a Victoria. Do you need a wee wee? Is that what you come for? You come telling me you need a wee? Well, come on then. Little one's got off a chair. That's always a bad sign. When she wakes up, she needs to wee. Because she's not to be trusted. I shall be back in a moment. Come on, little one. Let's go wee. Let's go wee wee. Take my glasses off that I can see where I'm walking. Come on, let's go. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Out of the way. Come on. Come on. This way. This way. Wrong way. Oh. Come on, Trixie. 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 Come on. This way. Trixie. Come on. Am I talking to myself? Come on. Rosie. Wee wee. Rosie. Wee wee. Come on. Rosie. Wee wee. Oh dear. Well, little and I'll be wee. That's all I'm bothered about. All I'm bothered about is the little one. Because Rosie's really clean, so she won't do anything. But the little one's not to be trusted. Yeah, bang, bang, Maxwell's silver hammer. Not very nice as it came down upon his head. Yeah. Hi, Judy. No, if Ian had been a girl, he would have been Joanna. Not Joanna, Joanna. 2 words. That was his name. My ex-husband didn't like it. He wanted to call, if she'd have been a she, Angela, which as that was the name of his ex-fiancée, I drew the line at that. I mean, what wife would want their baby daughter called after an ex-fiancé? Don't think so. He said, I happen to like the name. I said, I don't care whether you like the name. My daughter, if I'd have had one, is not being called after your ex-fiancé. No, she was going to be Helen or Joanna. My ex-husband didn't like either of them. Oh, good night, John. My son, I was going to call him Christopher. But Christopher Carruthers was rather a bit of a mouthful. So he didn't have a name until he was born because we couldn't agree. I wanted to call him Damien, but no, my ex-husband didn't like that. I wanted to call him Dominic. My ex-husband didn't like that, so I called him Ian Dominic. My son hates it. He wished I'd never called him Dominic. What did he call me Dominic for? Because I liked it. It's so hard choosing a name for a child. When you think you've got to choose it. I mean, it's like that woman who's called her baby Bambi. I mean, it's all right when they're a baby, isn't it? But can you imagine a middle-aged woman being called Bambi? You know, 65-year-old lady, what's your name? Bambi. It's like the Flintstones, isn't it? Bam Bam. And Pebbles. Yeah, Thumper. Yeah, especially if she turns out to be a real, plump little girl. I bet she won't get called Bambi. Kids make up nicknames anyway. My son's nickname at school was Tids. Now, where do you get Tids out of here? Yeah, they called him Tids. Kids always nickname them, don't you? Unisex names. Well, there's a lot of unisex names been around for years, isn't there? Like Leslie and Hillary. I like a name that... Well, I was a bit unsure when my first great-granddaughter was born because they called her Casey. And all I could think of was that, Casey Jones, that engine driver. I like the old-fashioned names. I'm old-fashioned. But everybody wants to be gender fluid now, don't they? I had to laugh. There was a girl on YouTube, she's a crocheter, and she was going on about she'd made this for her boyfriend, and then she said, but I shouldn't say that, should I? Because I identify as non-binary. And I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, if you've got a boyfriend, you call him a boyfriend. I do not understand this they and them, and I just don't. I'm too old for that sort of stuff. Hi, baby. Oh, dear. Hope you feel a bit better. No, I'm a different generation. I don't understand. I can understand transgender. I can understand transsexual. I can understand being gay. But I don't understand this thee, them, and they. I'd be sure to put my foot in it. Call me they. I'll say, why is there more of you? Is there more of you than one? Is that why you call they? Or them? It's like the latest trend with some YouTubers when they finished a jumper. And they'll say, oh, she's lovely. And I'm like, ooh. And I realise they're talking about the jumper. She's a lovely jumper. And I'm like, no, she's just a jumper. She's not got a sex. She's just a jumper. Oh, well, I'm 77, love, so I've seen them change as much as you have. The world's gone mad. Gone mad. I don't want to be known as a they or an it. I'm a she. A her, a she, a woman. And that is what I identify with, a woman. I'm sure if somebody was on a defibrillator being brought back to life, they wouldn't care if somebody called them they, then, or whatever. What the heck is non-binary? I don't understand it at all. As I said, I'm a different generation. I don't understand it at all. I think a lot of people do. They hear somebody say, and they want to be like them, don't they? They hear somebody like Sam Smith say something. Oh, I want to be like Sam Smith. I want to say I'm non-binary. I want to say they, there, and them, and it. I identify as somebody who doesn't give a. I like the way when it says on forms now, are you male, female, or prefer not to say? And I'm like, what? I thought I'd been a woman all my life. I ain't gonna say it. I prefer not to say it. Oh, God, didn't he look a twerp in that leather thing? Well, if you're a cat, I hope you haven't been neutered, John. I hope they haven't took you to the vet. Otherwise, you're no good to anybody, are you? Yeah, he's really fat, isn't he, now? Shouldn't say that, should we, now? He's weight challenged. He was on the One Show in some kind of a jumper the other day. He looked like a fat as a house. I'm sorry, but he did. I shouldn't say that because I'm not exactly Twiggy, but then I am not. Who is Sam Smith? He's some kind of a singer, but he wants to be identified as non-binary. He wants to be called they. I think he's got issues. I'm sorry, but he has. I used to think he were all right. I used to think his singing weren't bad, but now I think he's a weirdo. I often think some of these stars, when they don't get in the paper for a while, they have to think of something controversial, don't they, to get themselves back in the headlines. You know, like, oh, I've slipped down the charts. I haven't had a chart. I haven't had a... Somebody's in my bin. Hey, who's in my bin? Trixie, get out the bin. You know, it's like they do it all the time, don't they? Film stars and people. If they haven't been in the papers for a while or they haven't had a film for a while, let's do something outrageous so we get in the papers. You know, let's say this, let's say that. Let's do this, let's do that. And you're thinking, why? Do they have to be in the papers all the time? Do they have to raise their profile? If I was a star, I'd be glad I wasn't in the paper. What are you doing, Trixie? It's got her head in a bin. Perhaps I should call my dog they. Oh, hello, Trixie. Rosie's barking at something and nothing, as usual. Yeah, when you get people on television having to apologise because they called him a him, which he wanted to be called a they. And I'm like, oh, get over it. You're a big boy now, or a big them now. Get over it. I want to identify as a sex symbol. Can I do that? That's what I'm identifying tonight, a sex symbol. I want it in the newspaper tomorrow morning that I identify as a sex symbol. I don't want to be Janet anymore. Just call me sex symbol. I'm not answering to that. I'm not answering to Janet anymore. You're identifying as a sock knitter. Right, okay. I'm going to identify as Madame Crochet. I'm changing my name to Madame Crochet. On the hard stuff, I've had about 3 sips out of my glass, I'll have you know. Look, it's still full. I'm not exactly drunk, am I? What else would anybody like to be identified as? I'm being Madame Crochet, the sex symbol. That's my thing for tonight. Yeah. What does anybody else want to be identified as? Thee, them, they, who? Yeah, who? Yeah, we could identify as who. In other words, who the heck? Yeah. I want to be known as who. Oh, you're a cat. Yeah, we've got that. You're a cat. Yeah, you're a woman. WOMAN. I said it again. 'Cause I'm a woman. Will they have to change the words of that song now? I'm a tiger, I'm a tiger, I'm a tiger, I'm a tiger. Very boring lyrics, that song. Didn't have much of anything going for it, did it? As far as songs were concerned. Mind you, I was watching a programme with old records and things on, and there was one there, it was I'm a Neanderthal Man. And it was I'm a Neanderthal Man. And it went on, I'm a Neanderthal Man. Then it went on to you're a Neanderthal woman. Let's make Neanderthal love in a Neanderthal world. And that was the whole lot of the lyrics, yeah. There wasn't any other lyrics except that about Neanderthal. And it was in the charts at one time. I thought, oh, the world went mad. Hi, Nancy. La, 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 la. What, the Neanderthal Man, yeah. I watch these silly programs when there's nothing on, called, you know, the chart hits from the 60s or chart hits from the 70s and stuff. I mean, some of them you think, my God, was it that long ago, you know? Because they're quite, you know, still played on the radio and people still know about them. And then there's other ones and you're thinking, my goodness, I don't remember that at all. Was I really around at that stage? Trixie, stop itching. She's gone sitting in front of the fire because it's dying down. I have to sleep with her tonight, I hope you remember. Oh, yeah. Here comes Johnny Reggae. Reggae, reggae, reggae. Johnny Reggae, reggae, lay it on me. My boy lollipop. God, she must be as old as me, that girl. That sang that, My Boy Lollipop. And we all remember Puff the Magic Dragon, don't we? Puff the Magic Dragon. Peter, Paul and Mary. Woohoo! Oh, Wendy Riches, come outside. Come outside. I used to have that record. I won't have it now because everything got thrown away. But I used to have that record. There's a lovely moon up there. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land. Hi, Chris. Judith Durham. She only died not long ago, didn't she? Oh, you're running errands now. You got your car back, are you? Yeah. Make the most of it before it breaks down again. I'm ever the optimist. I hate sewing ends, and especially when you're doing multicoloured things or granny squares. Oh yeah, Petula Clark. Petulia. She's still around, isn't she, Petula Clark, I think? She must be getting on a bit, but I think she's still on. I think she's... Good night, John. Meow. Meow. You're going this time. Meow. Oh, do I really want to sew the ends in on the sleeves? Oh, don't think I do. I think I'll leave that till tomorrow. Oh, Dusty Springfield, yeah, she was great, wasn't she? I watch a guy, and he goes around visiting graves. I know it sounds a bit ghouly. But he went finding hers. She was called, she had a great long name, a great long Irish name, didn't she? She wasn't actually called Dusty Springfield at all. Well, you know, you make me want to shout. Hey, by gum. Oh dear. Oh, it's midnight. I just looked up and it was 0000. And it's 0001 now. To say I wasn't going to stay on here long, I've stayed on 2.5 hours. I like that film, To Sir With Love. Sidney Poitier. I used to like Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte. They were more my era, yeah. Oh, the film was good. Probably dated now, but it was a good film. I like a lot of the old films, you know, like Taste of Honey and Georgie Girl and things like that. I'm not into all these action movies and bang bang blowing everybody up things. I'm not into them. Oh, Twiggy, yeah, she was something else, wasn't she? I used to like all the models back then, you know, the Jean Shrimptons and Twiggies, and there was a few of them. They were really, really supermodels. You could keep your Naomi Campbell or whatever she's called. You know, all the supermodels back in my day, they didn't have egos. They didn't start saying they didn't want this, they didn't want that. Well, this one, it's just a granny square thing. You know, them great big squares that you stitch up. Yeah, I used to like that era, you know, the Carnaby Street, and you're taking Cerberus, what do you call, I can never pronounce that name. Cerberus. No, I like that era, you know, when it was all Carnaby Street and people wore velvet and flares and frilly shirts, and it was all peace, love and happiness. It wasn't going around killing everybody and stabbing everybody. You know, everybody loved, they might have all been smoking the wacky backy, but they were all peace, love and happiness back in the day. It's Rosie. Pitter patter Rosie. She hasn't started crying tonight. She usually cries when she knows they're not coming back. She usually gives me heck. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, it's not Rosie. It's Trixie that's making all the row. She's always on at the wrong time for me, and then I forget to catch up with them, with Jill's crimes. I never watch them live because they're never when I'm there, if you know what I mean. I have a thing about watching lives when they're not live. I don't like doing it. I only like watching lives when they're live. I don't like doing the catch-up bit. I know, I'm weird. But somehow or other, I always miss everybody's lives. I don't get notifications. If I'm on YouTube, I get a YouTube notification. If I'm not on YouTube, I don't get one. And I don't understand it because I used to get them all the time. Like tonight, I've had about 4 notifications on here about, you know, videos that are on now. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's one live I would watch, but she always puts it on. Well, she used to put it on when there was some I used to watch on the telly. And I used to think, live telly, and the telly always won. But sadly, at the moment, everything I used to watch on the telly is all either hit its last episode, like Vera's on its last episode, and I think Call the Midwives almost on its last episode. Not the last series, not the last of the series, I should say, not the last episode. But Vera, I keep hoping, because I mean, she's blessed her, she's getting on a bit now, isn't she? You know, whether she'll call it a draw and say she's not doing anymore. There's certain ones I'll really miss. And you get in a little routine, don't you? Oh, it's such a day, I'm going to watch such a thing. And then they all suddenly stop at once. Everything I watch seems to stop at the same time. I'm going to sneeze. And then I find I've got nothing to watch until I start looking for something else. It's like they put all the good series, they pit it against each other, yeah. Oh, I'm doing it again. Trying to use my mouse to clear this out. I like watching the crime videos on TV, but the UK crime videos, yeah. I can't always follow them when they're American, you know, because the law's different over there. I can't unplug anything. It's all plugged in at the back of my computer and down behind my desk. This was the problem why I couldn't find where the mic was plugged in, because I cannot go underneath my desk. I can't get there. If I go on my hands and knees, that's me done. I'll be down there till we came home tomorrow afternoon because I can't get up again. If I fall, I'm stuck on the floor. I always dread falling when they're not in. What do you want, darling? I think I've got a little girl wants picking up. What do you want, sweetie? Come here. What? What do you want? What do you want? Come here. What do you want? Do you want to be picked up? You're getting restless. Oh, God, you weigh a ton. Come here, fatty. Come here, fatso. Look, come here. Look, don't walk away. If you walk away, I can't pick you up, can I? Oh, God, you're heavy. Oh, my giddy aunt. She does me back in. She is that heavy. Look at the state of that. Sure, she weighs about 25 kilos. Oh, I don't want one of them. God, I don't want no ambulance. You can't get an ambulance around here. My friend's husband, she finished up. Well, he died in the end, but when she phoned the ambulance, he said it'd be a 3 to 4 hour wait. Yeah, I know. Don't sniff at me. I'm not eating. Oh, God. Bloody that you're heavy. Can you hear that sniffing? Oh, she's heavy. She is so heavy. She's not a beautiful dog at all. How can you say that's beautiful? How can you say that is beautiful? That is not beautiful at all. Oh, I've just unplugged my light. If you think I've gone darker, I've just unplugged my light by accident with my feet. Oh, God's truth. You're heavy, Trixie. I know I can't read anything because you got a head in the way. Oh, dear. I don't understand that non-binary rubbish. Oh, what? What? What do you want? What do you want? I've not got anything to eat. You're not having anything yet. It's not time for your treat. They have a treat at bedtime, and when they went out for a wee then, they thought they should have had a treat. And they didn't get one, did you? You didn't get one. No, you didn't. You're not having one. I might give you one later if you're a good girl. Can you go down now? You're killing my leg. Hey, can you go down now? Go sit on Grandma's chair. Go sit on Grandma's chair. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, God, truth, I feel like I've been mangled. Oh, that's too complicated for me, Rick. If you feel like you're a female and you're born a man, call yourself a female. Don't call yourself non-binary. Oh, everything's falling on the floor. If I felt like I was a male, I'd say I want to be a man. I don't, by the way, in case you're wondering. But I wouldn't say I want to be non-binary. That means you can't make your mind up what you want to be. No, my feelings are not any bother. It's just I think they're confused. I mean, I'm just old-fashioned. I think you either feel you're a female or you feel you're a male. You don't feel like you're neither. My goodness, I don't think I've made £45 on anything. I've sold on hats. I can't even sell my hats for a fiver. Then you wonder why you think you're rubbish. Not you, I mean me. I feel like I'm tired, but I'm not, because I don't think I am tired, because I don't identify as tired. Yeah. Oh, Eva. Give me strength. Show me the way to go home. I think if I'd have gone to university, I don't think I'd understand this any more than I do. When you get to a certain age and you're brought up with certain beliefs, it's very hard when you're elderly to change them. I mean, I've had to deal with a lot of things as I've grown older. But a lot of this stuff I just do not understand. And I'm openly saying I don't understand. And I don't see why I should be made by some people like I'm the bad person in this, because my generation just doesn't understand. And, we shouldn't be made to feel like we're wrong because we don't understand. It's not something that's on our horizon or hasn't been on our horizon. It's never even entered our heads. I mean, people like my generation will make a mistake. I'll call Sam Smith a he, because to me he is a he. I'm not calling him a they or a them, because I think he's bonkers. Hey, world is going mad. I've just about got used to the word unisex. That means, clothes that fit a man or a woman. I've only just got used to that. Unisex barbers. No, it's a unisex hairdressers. Can't be a unisex barbers, because a barber's for hairdressers for a man. Oh dear. Yeah, I just use my age and say I'm too old for this sort of stuff. I don't even have to think about it. I'm glad I'm not in my old job, the public. If I had to call somebody a he, and a they or a them, or oh God, I would be in trouble. I'd be in trouble every day. It was bad enough in Salford when I had all the transsexuals and the transvestites. The ones that looked like women were okay, but the ones that looked like men and they wanted to be identified as a woman, it did me head in. They used to put them all in one block, tower block in Salford, and we used to call it Fairy Towers. It wasn't called that. But it was where all the transsexuals, transvestites and everything used to live. They used to stick them all in one place to keep them safe. It's like these film stars who have a baby and they say, we're not going to say whether it's a boy or a girl. I'm like, what, why? I mean, I don't believe like in gender specific toys, you know. My son used to play quite happily with a doll's pram and dolls and everything like that. I don't believe in saying, oh, because it's a boy, it's got to play with guns and stuff like that. Because it's a girl, it's got to play with dolls, you know. You know, I just believe in letting them play with what they want to play with, you know. You know, I don't think there should be like boys' toys, girls' toys. But that's about as far as I've ever got, really, with that. You identify as a tea bag? Okay, what should I? I told you. I'm identifying as an old bag. Preferably a Gucci bag, yeah. Oh, don't start singing again. Welcome home, welcome. Come on in and close the door. Oh, bye, Chris. Hopefully by next week I'll be back on my proper PC where I can actually see what most people have written instead of having to squint and guess. I think that Southern Comfort must have improved my eyesight because I'm actually reading a bit better at the minute. Was it number one? I don't remember. I don't even know who sang it. I'm not very good at remembering things, I've decided. And I ain't going to fret about it anymore. If I don't remember things, I'm just not going to bother anymore. Because you keep yourself awake at night thinking, what was that? What was that? Who was it by? Who was that? And you see somebody on the TV, don't you, in a film, and you spend all night arguing who it was. Then you're there on you Googling it. Who was in this film? Who was he? What was he called? Yeah. It ruins the film because you're too busy. Oh, Peters and Lee, yeah. You're too busy, like, wondering who was in the film that you missed the plot, yeah. Oh, Depeche Mode, are they still around? Are they still going? God, you must like the Golden Oldies over there in Seattle. I don't think Depeche Mode would do anything over here. They got a new album out. Flipping heck. They're as old as the hills, aren't they? Depeche Mode. I don't know what it means. It's a group, but I don't know what Depeche Mode means. Is it French? I don't know. All I could think of is when will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? The Eagles. I used to like the Eurythmics with Annie Lennox, yeah. Was it Annie Lennox? Or what was the one that... Oh, God, that... Oh, she's on the tip of my tongue, that big girl. What group was she with? She went solo, didn't she? Oh, Alison Moyet. I used to like that group she was with. I even used to like the Pet Shop Boys. Mark Almond and... Yeah, Alison Moyet, she had a lovely voice. I didn't like it when she started singing all that jazz stuff when she went solo. I sort of went off her a bit. She started going a bit too, I don't know, deep or whatever. For me, too highbrow. Oh, Yazoo, yeah, that's it. I used to like, was it the Pet Shop Boys, when he went on to be a vicar? He's on a lot of things these days, isn't he? Like Andrew somebody or other. Was it Andrew? Oh no, that he was in Wham, wasn't he? Yeah, I like Boy George and Culture Club, yeah. And Marilyn, do you remember Marilyn? He used to sing along. Well, they were supposed to be rivals, him and Boy George. And Pete Burns. I used to like a lot of them about that era. He's a character, isn't he, Boy George? Or Greg Davies, yeah, he's a comedian, really, isn't he? More than an actor. Marilyn, I think he did. Or was it Pete Burns that died? Yeah, I think Marilyn did die, didn't he? Oh, George Michael, yeah. He had a lovely voice, though, you've got to admit. George Michael, he was a good singer. I used to love all the things he made, yeah. Yeah, Pete Burns died. He made a mess of himself, though, with all that blinking plastic surgery he had. His lips exploded, didn't they? I'm not sure about Marilyn. I think he might have died, but I'm not dead sure. Yeah, they get hooked on that plastic surgery and make a mess. I mean, Pete Burns made a right mess of himself, didn't he, with plastic surgery? All those trout lip things and stuff. Yeah, they get a bit of fame and they get into drugs, don't they? And, I don't know. I suppose it's the sort of lifestyle they live. It's difficult to say, like, if you were in that position, would you start taking drugs and would you get yourself into such a mess like they all did? It's... You like to think that you wouldn't, don't you? But how many buttonholes do I need? Oh, it's got before. I don't like them. I'm not doing loops for buttonholes, am I, heck? No, I would have liked to have thought that if I had ever been famous, which I would never have been, but just saying the situation, I was a brilliant singer and I had made it into the charts and that. I would like to think that I'd have enough sense not to take drugs, but then again, you don't know, do you? You don't know what you'd do. We all say, oh, we wouldn't do that, but but would we? Who knows what we would do? I'd probably be a drunk if I was ever famous. Probably be a raving alcoholic. But I wouldn't take drugs probably, but I'd be a raving alcoholic. I'd be like the Dean Martins of this world, drunk as a skunk and under the table. I've never fancied drugs at all. I just don't fancy them at all. Yeah, I think they just get led into that kind of lifestyle. They get around people who do drugs and, you want to be part of the in crowd. You're supposed to be the same as them, aren't you, and all that. If you're not a strong enough personality to turn around and say, no, I'm not doing that, You always say you wouldn't do it, don't you? I can be famous. I think I've left it a bit late now, Rick, I think I've left it a bit late for fame and fortune. I think it's passed me by. I've never really had that kind of a talent. I've never been a singer or such, or, thought of myself as being, oh, I would have been a great actress or something like that. I think I've always known I just don't have it. I think you have to be superbly confident that you've got a talent for singing or you've got a talent for acting. I think you've got to think that way, and I've never thought that way about myself. Maybe when I was younger, I'm going to say maybe. I think I would probably. I've only been on the TV a couple of times, and I've frozen each time they come to speak to me. I'm like, I'm fine on here because I feel as though I'm amongst friends. But on the TV, when you think of all the thousands of people that could be watching you, it's scary. When they turn that camera on you, it's like, you can understand why people in quiz shows don't get the answers right. It's all right for you sitting at home saying, oh, God, I know that. Why don't they know that answer? You can answer all the questions in a quiz show, can't you? But I bet you anybody, they put you on the show and stick you in front of all those cameras, you'd be going, don't know. It's so different once you're, in the spotlight. It really is. Sheila and Jan. She's a lovely Geordie lady, honestly. I don't know how anybody can be awful to her. She's a harmless little old lady. Well, I say little old lady, she's only a year older than me. But how anybody could be nasty, I just don't know. You don't understand the world, do you? People have tried to be nasty to me on a couple of occasions, but my subscribers all jumped to my defence. I don't even have to say a word. I am down to earth. There's no airs and graces on me. I think they're the best kind of celebrities, you know, the ones where you meet them in the street and they're just as nice as they are, you know, on, you know, and you get the others who are nobodies and they won't sign autographs and they think they're somebody, don't they? And my dad used to say, yeah, they don't need any help on the way up, but they certainly need the help on the way down, yeah. They forget that, you know. You know, it's okay, isn't it, being... Yeah, they'd be bleating, won't they, about where the fans have gone. When they ignore them at the stage door and they float, you know, they refuse to sign an autograph. Some poor soul's been standing there for 2 hours in the rain, waiting for it to come out. And this big star just flashes past them as if they don't exist, you know. I think that is so wrong. I think the ones who are big stars are the ones who usually do talk to people and do sign autographs and do take the trouble to say hello to people. Who's got to make up their mind? I hear the sound of distant drums. God, it used to sing that. Well, some golden oldie that one was. I think that was before my time, even, that one. I don't know where the dog's gone. Oh, she's asleep on the sofa. Well, she's asleep on the sofa. Oh, was it Jim Reeves? That was right, yeah. Oh, my grandma used to love Jim Reeves. She did, honestly. When she was old and she was in bed and poorly, she used to always say, put my record on, put me Jim Reeves on. Oh, Granny D was the squirrel lady. She hasn't been on for ages, has she? I mean, she's probably busy with her own channel. She used to come on here doing the squirrel raid, didn't they? Think I've upset them all. They've not been on for a while. No, I don't know what corn nuts are. My America's crackers on corn, aren't they? Corn syrup, corn everything. Ow! Oh, my knee is stuck. Oh. My knee locked. Sorry about that. My knee locked. La 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 la. Hey. Oh, I think I'm getting tired. Actually, I'm surprised my Chromebook stayed as long as it has because it's been plugged in. It's probably not been charging up its battery, that's for sure. Go in my room and lock the door. Oh, I can't, not with the dogs. The dogs have to sleep with me. Ugh. Oh gosh, I think I'll have a party when that scooter arrives. I will. I'll be throwing a... It's been so long, you know, when you get to that thing, you think it's never going to arrive. I'm getting fed up crossing this now anyway, and I'm getting cold, so I think it's time to go to bed and sleep with little pig face, yeah. I think I need to do another round on this, and I don't feel like it, and I don't feel like sewing the ends in on the sleeves. You see, and I was so optimistic, I even found another ball of wool and a pattern to start another ball, start something else when I'd finished this. Oh, I'm so optimistic. Oh. No, I have to sleep with finger splints, yeah. I have to sleep with wrist splints because I've got it. My fingers go dead, and if I have them in splints, I can't bend them. I must bend them in the night like that, and then they go dead. So I have to wear a splint to keep my hand like that. Yeah. It says it's banned. Oh, my little, what do you call it, scabs falling off. Who's banned? Who's banned? What's banned? Oh, I have to go in the shed to find some pale blue buttons for this outfit I'm doing. I'm such a slow crocheter these days. Things I used to do in a day take me 2 or 3 days now. I started this yesterday. I should have had it finished yesterday, not today. And I haven't even got it finished today. I hear the sound. Now the scab's falling off. And I'm not supposed to touch it. I'm not supposed to knock it off. It impedes the healing. You're supposed to let it disappear on its own. Crytology or something it's called. When they freeze it with like a gas thing. Zzz, zzz. I wonder if my son's enjoying his concert. It's something crows or something, those damn crows or something. They go to see them a lot, whoever they are. Those darn crows, is it called? I don't know. No. It just arrived one night. Yeah, it could be solar keratosis. I don't know. It arrived one night and I thought it was a pimple. Yeah. And it looked as though it was going to come to a head. And then all across here swelled up. And it was like I'd had that, you know, that stuff injected in my lips, but it wasn't like in my lip, it was down here as well. And I went to the GP and they said it was some kind of I don't know. Anyway, they gave me antibiotic cream and an antibiotic tablets, but it's never gone away. Counting crows, is that what they're called? Yeah, I don't know. But it's never gone away. And I've tried popping it, I've tried slashing it, I've tried all sorts, and it just comes back, it just fills up. It's more like a cyst, you know, that won't go away. But it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be really, in fact, I used to have two, one there. Really prominent. Yeah, I went with the thing on my back. I had a thing that was keratosis or something, sun damage on my back. And I'd had it for about 30 years, but it suddenly started itching. So I thought, I better go and get it checked out. So I did, and she froze that thing on my back. It is shrinking. And I said to her about this on my lips, so she froze it last time I went, but nothing happened to it. So she said, oh, well, I'll give it another blast. But even she didn't know what it was. The doctor didn't know what it was. And because I said, is it a cyst? Has it got like a, a shell around it or whatever? But no. So it's been frozen again. So we'll see whether it goes this time. But she didn't want to do it too much because she said it would leave a scar if she'd have frozen it anymore. Yeah, we don't know what it is. She said she'd never seen anything like it. It looks like it should be a pimple with a head on it that you could squeeze, but it doesn't. I think Lizzie's lagging behind with the conversation for some reason, but I don't know whether she only sees bits of it or what. Right, I'm not doing any more rows on that. I've got to sew the sleeves up yet. And I've got to finish another row on the hood, on the band, because I've put buttonholes in it. I've never been a sun worshipper. Now, my ex-husband was, and he had to have a cancerous whatnot frozen off his arm. He had to have it dug out of his arm. It was a right mess. That's cured him of ever wanting to sunbathe. But he was always in the sun. He used to go such a dark colour that, he used to look as though he was a different nationality. But he used to, every minute that there was a little patch of sun, I used to come home from work and he'd be down the bottom of the garden, in his shorts, like soaking up the sun, soaking up the rays. But he's paid for it because he had to have a big divot thing cut out of his arm. Oh, I don't put my face in the sun. I've got enough wrinkles as it is without putting my face in the sun. That's one thing I don't do. Yeah. Oh, we had a lady who used to come round on the ice cream cart, and she absolutely loved sunbed. She used to go to these sunbed shops, and she was there all the time. And God, she's much, much younger than me. And I'm not joking. She looks like one of these wrinkled old ladies, that have lived in the sun all their life. And never used a sunblock. But sunblock was unheard of, really. When you used to put sun cream on to get a tan in my generation. You used to get those oils and stuff. To put them on to get yourself a quicker tan. I used to put one was called Burgersol. It was like bergamot oil. It used to smell like tangerines and bergamots. And you used to get a belting tan with it. But when you think about it, it probably wasn't blocking any sun. It was just enhancing your tan. Oh, I suffer with the SAD syndrome. I'm a bit better now. It's got a bit brighter. But when it was dark, this last few weeks since Christmas. Oh, hello, Shad. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh. Out it is today. You can't see it too well. Oh, dear, Shad. I'm sneezing my head off. I've been having computer trouble. I'm on my little what do you call it, Chromebook I'm on. Since I got a new computer, I've had no printer, and now I've got no microphone. Hello, Rose. How are you? Rose, while you're on, you know, when you say, hey, it sounds like you say Megan Rose from the Philippines. What do you actually say? Do you say it's me? Or what do you actually say? It sounds like you say, hey, it's Megan Rose from the Philippines. And I'm thinking, I must ask her one day what she actually does say. Oh, it's me again, Rose. Right. I thought you said it's Megan Rose from the Philippines. Yeah, I bet Rose doesn't go out in the sun. I bet she doesn't sunbathe, do you, Rose? We're talking about sunbathing and the damage that you can do to your skin. It's all right you're doing caps, Kaz. I can read it better. Normally I would say don't shout, but at the moment, because I can't see anything really well. La, la, la. Yeah, I'm just about still going. I'm thinking about going to bed, but then Shad came on and so did Rose. So it looks like I'm going as soon as they arrive, doesn't it? You know, it isn't intentional. Oh, I like the light nights, yeah. I never knew who you're talking about, Shad, when you say Blossom, because I've only ever known her as Jill. And I always think, who's this Blossom? I want to picture a Shad's tiny house. I really do. I want to know what your inside of your tiny house looks like. I'm fascinated with tiny houses. I watch them a lot on YouTube. I don't know whether anybody else does. Oh, what Mr. Five calls you, right? I wondered. Why do you call you Blossom? Yeah, I kept thinking somebody new had come and that I didn't know who it was. I thought, who's this Blossom? I didn't see anybody else come in. Who's Blossom? Oh, I'm glad you will have some pictures soon. We all want pictures of Shad's new house. And I want to know what a crappie looks like. I've never heard of a crappie. A crappie over here is something completely different. So when people say a crappie, we think of something somebody who's got a stomach problem. Ah, that's what it was it? Yeah, we think that, yeah. A crappie is like stomach bug problems. It's certainly not a fish. If somebody would say to me, I'm cooking you a crappie, I'd be like, no thanks. No thanks. A loo is a crapper, yeah. That was who invented the loo, or one of the ones who invented loos was called a crapper. That was his name. Such a body crapper. Why have I got rid of my cream wool and put it away when I need it now? Oh, I don't know where I put it now. But I need it to sew up with. I'm sure we must have that fish, but we probably know it as a different name. I'm sure there can't be all that many varieties of fish. Oh, the light just went off. Oh dear, I'm hungry. I had my tea, but now I'm hungry. I'll probably have a slice of toast, which I'll have to share with the dogs. And they're not supposed to have people food, but Grandma's silly and Grandma gives them a taste. So maybe I ought to make 2 slices of toast, and then there can be one for me and one for the dogs. But I'm not supposed to give them people food. And I don't. I don't when people are around, but when there's nobody around and they beg, I'm just a soft touch, but I'm Grandma. Grandmas always spoil their grandchildren. I wonder what I did with these bits. I moved them, didn't I? Stupid. Oh yeah, I put them back over there. Oh no, I need them. I need them to finish sewing up that sleeve. Oh. I love fish. I really do. I don't like smoky fish, but I like most of the fish. I don't like your herrings and your kippers and your God knows what's. I only like sort of white fish. You know, anything. Place cod, haddock. Like all that. But I don't like smoky fish. I will eat sardines at a push, but not really fond of fresh sardines. They're a bit oily and a bit greasy to me. And I went on a diet once, and a lot of it was salmon, and now I can't eat salmon. I'll eat it out of a tin, but I don't like fresh salmon anymore. I had too much salmon. I was over salmoned. And I don't like smoked salmon either. My sister-in-law used to treat us every Christmas, and she used to get this smoked salmon as a starter, you know. Oh, I don't like finny haddock now. God, school put me off that for life. I used to be like table monitor when I was at school, helping to dish out the dinners. And when we had finny haddock, nobody would eat it. We'd eat the mash and we'd eat the vegetables, but we used to take the fin, had it back again. And she used to say, "Oh, you should eat this, it's good for you." And none of us would eat it. Oh, I don't like mackerel either. Mackerel and kippers and stuff like that. Blech. I don't like snapper either. It's all full of bones. Same with trout. Trout's full of bones. The only thing I can think about Seattle is, was it Fraser or Frasier? He used to live. That series used to be. Was it in Seattle? That's all I can think of. I've not got a passport anymore. I've got no form of identification, which drives everybody mad. The bank goes mad. Everything goes mad. Every time I want to draw anything out at the bank, a big amount, they go, "We need identification." I haven't got any. I don't have a driver's license and I don't have a passport. I don't see why we have to have. It's all security, I know, but I've got hiccups. I'm cold now. The fire must be going out. I'm not putting any more coal on, it's too late. It'll glow until morning anyway now. Oh God, I can't even walk. Can't even walk, let alone run. Kaz is a lot younger than me. I would love to be able to walk. I would love to. Not round here though. It's all boring round here. My son says, "What do you mean it's boring?" I said, "It's boring." "Well, what do you want?" I said, "Parks, green trees, grass." And I need another couple of lengths of it. I need a couple of lengths of white. Oh, I'd crochet forever, but I hate sewing up. I'm a rubbish sewer upper. I do anything out, through, roundabout, all around, put a knot on it, and the next thing I look at, a bit's floating up the top. It's very annoying. I'm just rubbish at sewing up. Oh, I'm a bit tired now. I'm getting tired now. I've done 3 hours and a half, so I'm tired now. If I was monetised, that would probably earn me about £1.50. How to get rich? No, you don't get rich. Oh, I wish I was the host. I'm the hostess with the mostest when it comes to hips and thighs. Mind you, I found a photograph of myself today when I was searching through. And my God, I was a big girl. It was taken when I was at the other house. You don't realise that you're fat, do you, till you look at yourself and you're not. I thought, I didn't think I was that bad. And that dress I had on was one of my favourites, and it was doing me no favours at all. I look like a heifer. Yeah, I've got to go as well, people, so hopefully by next week I should be back on my big PC again, back in the land of the normalities. Because this is all right, but it's been squinting my eyes to read all the little comments, yeah. So if I've ignored anybody, I'm sorry, because I've probably missed it, because the writing's too little. I'm just sad about I might have lost all the stuff on my other PC as well. It's just not a happy thought. I'll just try not to think about all the photos I've lost and all the patterns I've lost that I paid a fortune for. Still, I know, I should have backed it up. I know, don't tell me, I know. But I didn't. So, more fool me, I know. Right, what am I doing? I've lost the ball of wool. Right, I'm going to go now, so bye, or I can take my glasses. Oh, I can't see a thing now. I can take my glasses off now. No, I can't see anything. I'm not going to be able to see anything when I get in bed now. I won't be able to read anything or do anything without my specs. Right, okie dokie. Bye for all. And I need my glasses to sign off with. Can't even see to sign off. Put them back on again, John. Right, okay. Yeah, bye now, everybody. Oh, look at this. I'm trying to do it with my mouse again. Got to sign off with it. Right, bye everybody. Thanks for keeping me company, and hopefully I will see you next week properly. Okay, bye for now. Oh dear.